God morgon och välkomna tillbaks till Detective Pikachu. Vi är på Rhyme Warfare och kapitel 7. Nu ska vi se vart det här äventyret för oss. Jag känner att vi är väldigt nära källan. Ja, det var här vi avslutade sist. Jag vet inte om jag kan skippa detta. Nej, vi sitter kvar igenom detta.
Oh,
det ska bli spännande.
Oh, wow. Look at that. No way. Could those be Mewtwo cells?
Samt ska det bli skönt att få spelet avklarat så att jag faktiskt kan typ avsluta och göra i ordning här nere. Jag vet att det är många av er som frågar varför jag fortfarande pratar på svenska och inte på engelska, och själva anledningen är helt enkelt att jag kan inte stanna en genomspelning som jag har kört på svenska genom allting och som jag har döpt till Detective Pikachu på svenska walkthrough. Så jag menar, det kommer vara på svenska tills det är avklarat. Och sen kommer kanalen bli på engelska.
I'll let you get back to work.
I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. So, did you mean it when you said you were on my side? And how did you know about the cells?
So, sorry to have surprised you. We actually got the info from Walls. Dr. Walls? You mean the same Walls who was the first director of PCL? That's right. If he mentioned the cells to you, then that means he really trusted you. You said you were looking into the incidents. That's right. The reason we went to Walls is because we needed to know more about R. But it doesn't seem like you're a scientist. Why this interest in R? Well, my dad is a detective and he was investigating the incidents involving Pokémon, but he's gone missing now, and when we followed the information he left behind, it led us to R. Ah, I see. It seems like you're a pretty good detective yourself. You'd be doing me a favor if you solved this case too. About 6 months ago, a tall man brought me here and has had me making R ever since. That's terrible, but wasn't there some talk of you being Fred soon? Yeah, apparently the factory will be moving soon. All I need to do is to assist them until then. Not that I believe they really let me go though. Even if they are telling the truth, R is not something that should exist in this world. I'm happy to help you out. Han är så trött. Han kliar sig i ögonen hela tiden. Kolla. Ja, stackars trötta Simon. Vi kollar vad vi kan fråga honom. Alright, ask me anything about Walls. He was the director of PCL when I first joined. Eventually, he started to let me help out with his own research. Even the explosion at PCL is half my fault, but the professor took full responsibility and left. Ah, I see. I wanted to follow him, but he wouldn't let me. Well, it seems like he was able to find a nice, quiet place to settle down in. Oh, that's good to hear. I had been worried about him ever since the accident. About Mewtwo cells. R is created using Mewtwo cells, right? Dr. Walls told us there was some mistake, and they were used instead of Mew's cells. That's right, we made a mistake. Mew is a very rare Pokémon, after all. Dr. Walls looked everywhere he could to get a hold of its cells, and he must have been tricked by someone. Not everyone can be trusted, unfortunately. Oh, that's horrible. I regret it to this day. And that's how we ended up creating the terrible substance known as R. Dr. Walls told us that the effect of R were likely caused by Mewtwo's Berserker gene. About the Berserker gene. What exactly is this Berserk gene? In order to explain that, I need to tell you more about the Pokémon Mewtwo. It's said that Mewtwo was created by recombining Mew's genes. Recombining? What do you mean? In order to make it extremely aggressive, it seems like it was some sort of experiment to create a powerful Pokémon. Oh, that's horrible! Yeah, I agree. So this recombined gene is the Berserker gene? That's right. And because that gene was what we used, R became what it is now. And så bra. This is my dad in this photo. Have you seen him? It seems like he infiltrated this place about 2 months ago. I can't say that I have, sorry. Although 2 months ago is when the factory manager got very upset, saying R was stolen from the chemical storage area. That must have been my dad. Everyone here was frantically trying to find this intruder. Since then, they've really stepped up the security. Yeah, thanks for the help earlier. We were able to make our way here. Pan. But Simon, Pan. What? You don't care if you have to stay so long as Simon can go free? Huh. It really is dedicated Pokemon. Don't worry, Pansage. We'll figure something out. Ska se, Pikachu vill oss någonting. Ja. No wonder Kate was after Harry. We found out a lot, but there was something he said that got my attention. About creating the R, about the chemical storage area. Exactly, the chemical storage area. That's where Harry got R. I wonder if that's where he got the photo of R too. You were in the photo too, weren't you? Yeah, I must have been into this factory before. I've been feeling that way ever since we entered this place. I wonder if you remember anything if we go to the chemical storage area. I don't know about that, but we may find some clue about Harry. Let's ask Simon to see if we can get to the storage area. Nej, det var inte så snabbt. Ja, men mina linser blir jättetrötta. Eller jättetorra. Excuse me, could you tell us where the chemical storage is? We like to have a look. Oh, it's right above this room. Info on R should be there too. It's probably locked, but you can get it open with this key. Thank you very much, but are you sure this is wise? To find out you're helping me. Don't worry about that. If anything happens to me, the production of R will stop completely. So they can't really do much. Just be careful you're not caught. Of course. Oh, and one more thing. R that's in the storage gets shipped out once we have enough. Depending on the timing. The storage could be empty. Ah, we have a look anyway. You said this was the last shipment, right? Where is it being shipped to? That I don't know, but I've got an idea about how we can find out. I'll start preparing for that, so just leave it to me. Så fick vi en nyckel av mina linser. Och vi hade ingenting med att fråga han här. It's a bed. Yeah, judging by how it looks, Pansage couldn't get around to washing the blankets. It looks like the containers in Wallace's lab. Huh? Wallace? Oh, I see. His name come up with some publications. He's one of the top researchers in his field. Det ser ut som de här solosis-grejer. I wonder what's in it. Is this the machine they said was carried from the wharf? I don't know. I don't know. This looks more like a tank than a machine to me. Look, a microscope. Huh. So that's what mutocells look like. These are cans of some sort of health food. We should take one to spin her rack. Sorry, Simon. Is it alright if we take one? Well, sure, but I can't imagine why you want one. Inte jag heller. Men shit, vågar vi bara gå ut? Okej. Ska vi upp för Spinneracks Alright, I'm a man of my word. Here you go. Spin, spin! God, the smell is enough to make me choke. Do you think you could wait on opening it and pull us up first? Get pulled up to the floor above. Spin! Yeah, pull us up, thanks. Schysst. Men jag kan ju se mat. Spin! About the tasty treat. Spin! It smells delicious. Oh, good for you. Okej, men då ska det vara precis ovanför rummet och det är ju bland alla grejerna där. Kommer säkert någon komma i trappan här borta. The chemical storage area should be just ahead. It's right above Simon's room. But we can't get through all this. I guess we don't have a choice. Come on, Tim. Let's get all the luggage out of the way. We need to make a path to the storage area, so think carefully as you move things. Jaha. Lite pusselspel också. Nu ska jag säga här. Om vi flyttar upp denna så blockar vi vägen. Om vi flyttar upp den... Nu ska jag säga. Om vi trycker upp den hela vägen så händer ingenting. Jag undrar om det finns tillräckligt mycket plats att gå. Vi testar så här. Nej. Nej, det är inte så. Eller? Det är ändå kul att de typ inte hör alls att jag är här uppe. Men ja. Danny. Hyfsat smärtfritt. Whoa, we did it, Tim! Come on, let's check out the storage area. Ooh, spännande. Ja. Pikachu!
This room is familiar. I'm getting really close to remembering something.
Där har vi något. Look, Pikachu, there's some kind of documents behind the box. What? It says R experimentation report. Good find, Tim. This must be the report on R. Looks like Carlos is the author. It must be from before we went to PCL. Let's see what it says. Oj gud. Var förberedda på lite bakgrundshistoria. R has different properties depending on whether it's in liquid or gas form. This allows it to be used in different ways, depending on the situation. Both forms are nearly odorless, and only Pokémon with a very acute sense of smell have any chance of detecting it. The balloon used to cause the incident at the amusement park is the perfect example of R's properties as a gas. R is dispersed by popping the balloon. The dispersal radius is approximately 3 feet, which is sufficient for most needs. The best way to utilize R in its liquid form is to inject it into food. R's effects are amplified when the two types of liquid, red and green, are mixed together. In fact, the easiest way to gain the effects of R is to injecting the red and green liquids separately into food. R's effects will be amplified for any Pokémon that consumes the food. And the next page. About the capsule form. Here I will lay out the potential future development of R. Currently R is transported using special vials. However, these vials break easily and also prevent efficient mixing of the liquids. We have begun working on a capsule form to counter these drawbacks. By storing R in a durable capsule device, my hope is to improve its portability while reducing the risk of damage. Additionally, I plan to incorporate a device that allows the two separate liquids to be mixed whenever the user chooses. In other words, the capsule device will allow a user to disperse the mixed R automatically with no restrictions on place or time. Improving R. There still exists a need to gather more experimental data and improve R. Currently R has two major drawbacks. Its effects are temporary and it is impossible to communicate with a Pokémon under the influence of R. My plan is to continue research on R in order to develop a new version that will allow the power enhancing effects to last an extended period of time while also allowing the Pokémon's partner to communicate with it. Det var heavy. Tyvärr, det var det jag skulle göra. Nej, borde. Tim, take a look at this. What is it? R export plan? Pikachu, this is, an outline for their plans. Seems like Keith is going to export R. But if R gets used all over the world, it will be chaos. It will be impossible to stop. First, let's figure out exactly what it is they plan to do. Let's read what it says about production of R. The biggest problem we face in that R can only be produced using the machine under PCL. We must purchase a new production facility and establish a stable manufacturing system as soon as possible. We completed the purchase of the location a few days ago. The warehouse at Rime Wharf will be our first step in establishing a stable base of operations. About the sale routines. Now we must find a wealthy patron who is comfortable keeping secrets. I'm currently in the process of using my underground connections to establish contacts among upper-class citizens. Once we manage to get those contacts, we should be able to use the network to reach out and expand our sales. About the large-sized factory. Carl should be close to completing his analysis of R. We will temporarily use the warehouse at Rime Wharf as our base, but our ultimate goal is to move the R production machinery overseas and establish a large-scale production facility there. Talk about top secret documents. Keith is trying to develop R into an even more dangerous substance, but now we know exactly what his plans are.
That Keith, he's making preparations to export R.
Det gillar vi inte. We've got to stop Keith's plan. Let's let Mr. Baker and Inspector Holiday know immediately. Still, no evidence on where Dad might be. Pikachu, what's wrong? You're curious about what's in this box. Yeah, that's strange. Do you think it's a memory of when you came with Dad? I'm not sure. Do you think you could open it up? Okay. Det blir lite speciellt här.
So what do you think this is?
I could swear that I've seen this thing before. Well, let's open it and see what's inside.
Shouldn't we make sure it's safe before we... Pikachu! This is why I didn't want you to open it yet! Pikachu! Pikachu! Pikachu. 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 Pikachu.
Oh, yeah. I guess that wasn't a dream at all.
Pikachu.
Hmm? Oh, Tim, hi.
Are you alright? I knew you shouldn't have opened that up.
Yeah. But it made me remember something. It would seem I made quite the commitment.
Minns jag vad han då var ute. What do you mean? What did you promise? And to who? Ha! Brace yourself for a shock. It was Mewtwo. What? You mean that Mewtwo? The one who cells they used to make R? That's right. What in the world did you promise Mewtwo then? Well, you see, I promised to recover the Berserk gene and capture the mastermind of the whole R case. In my dream, I was pleading with Mewtwo to save Harry. My guess is it offered to help me if I was able to help it out first. But why would it rely on you to do such an important thing? Hey, what do you mean? I'm a great detective. I bet Mewtwo heard of my reputation and decided I was trustworthy. I mean, I can't remember the details, but still. Something tells me you made that last bit up. Something. Har Mewtwo tagit pappan då? Har lånat honom? Eller lånat, men... Ja, ni fattar. Men börjar lagga ordentligt av någon anledning. Are you sure there's nothing you've missed in the R export plan? Nope, nothing. Ska vi gå ut då? Alright, let's get out of here. Yes.
Well, so far so good.
Någonting händer.
Tim, close the door now.
What?
Just close the door.
Hurry! Hold it, pal. Hey now, who are you?
Uh-oh, not good.
Open this door!
What should we do? He's gonna get us, Pikachu.
Seems we're trapped, like a rattata in a cage.
I know you're in there. Open up!
Nah.
Are you ready? You gotta open up the door just as he tries to smash into it.
Got it.
Now's our chance.
Run!
Pikachu, let's use that.
You're done. I'm coming after you.
Excelgor, distract him for us.
Selgor! Oh, yeah? You wanna fight? Selgor!
Take this.
Oj.
Woo! We did it.
Det var med en
Think
stark
this'll
kille.
stop me?
Well, apparently not.
Where are you? I'm coming for you!
Good luck with that. Tim, now's our chance.
Nej!
I'm gonna get you.
Det var lite för snabbt. Nej!
I'm gonna get you.
Blunda inte. Så. Alltså. We headed to the first floor to rescue Simon. However, he proposed an idea that took us completely off guard.
Oh, perfect. There's a container right here. It's just big enough for the two of you. Go on, get in.
Really? What's it for anyway?
The product being shipped today. Guys from the organization will take it, so that should get you right to their headquarters.
I don't know.
It's our only clue. We've got to take this chance.
All right then. Please take this to Mr. Baker.
Your notes on their plans. Great idea, Tim. We're counting on you, Excel Gore.
Sal, Gore!
Snap.
Here they come. Hurry!
All right. Come on, Pikachu.
Oh.
But what about you?
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Be super careful. Good luck to you both.
Will you continue playing? Well, a bit. En liten stund till. Chapter 8. Where R goes. Det börjar bli spännande. Jag känner att det är där. We stayed as quiet as we could in there in the dark for quite a long time, all to figure out where R would eventually end up.
Hey, don't we need that container too? No, it doesn't have the mark. Just food. This should be it then. Yep, we better get moving. Chief Norman is not a very patient guy. That's for sure. You got it? Yeah, I got it.
I think they're gone. Here, let me help you.
Hey, stop treating me like a Pokemon. Freedom at last. Is this some kind of storage space? It looks like a factory.
I agree. But they mentioned Keith's name. Think it's their base?
I'm not sure if it's their base, but we know the containers with R in them were taken to him. Now what?
We look for R, and then I'll bet you we find Keith.
Sounds good to me. Let's get going.
Alltså den där Ratatan säger mig typ att de är på, om de är på den här båten som var där vid hamnen kanske. Om det är samma Ratatan. Det finns ju massa råttor överallt, men ja, ni fattar. Case notes. Let's see what we can do here.
Where did the containers go? Let's follow the trail, Tim.
Spännande. This doesn't look like it came from the factory. You're right, seems like they've got a lot of different stuff here. Yeah, judging from everything they have here, this must be a storage room of some kind. They must use these chains to hold the containers in place. Yeah. Om du skulle vilja, jag måste ju surra 360 grader. This doesn't look like the box far. Yeah, it seems like all R has been moved out already. It seems like a schedule for inspection duty. What? It will be a hassle if we're seen by someone. Let's not linger too long. Spännande. Hallå, den rättet också. Okej. Jag har tagit med Lolan Pokémon också. Det här kommer bli grymt. It looks like a Rattata, but is it a different Pokemon? Rattata. Your cry? I guess you are a Rattata after all. It has a more subdued coloring than usual, and its body shape is a little different too. Rattata. You're not sure? You got lost and ended up here after wandering around aimlessly. Rattata. The food where you were before was fresher, but you made a friend here, so it's the best. That's good, I guess. Rattata. You don't know. You were too busy talking to your friend here to pay attention. Rattata. It's fun when you hang out together. Glad to hear you two get along. Okej, vad är det för någonting som händer nu egentligen? Hey Ratata, do you think you can tell us about this place? Ratata. Ratata. The best. It's that good. Ratata. Oh, I see. You've got a lot of food, and you also made a good friend, huh? Huh. Wait. Have we met you before? Ratata. What? You say they came through here? They headed up in the elevator we passed? We need to follow them. Yeah, let's hurry. The men with the large cases. Jag har inte träffat honom. Alltså det måste vara båten. Vi är på båt. Uppväg till Alola. Aether Condition. Jag vet inte vad jag ska tro längre.
Let's be careful, Tim, okay?
Yeah. Huh? What's this?
Thank you.
Is it some kind of resort?
Can't be. A resort in the middle of the sea?
I guess so. What else could it be?
This is what's called a luxury cruise ship.
SS Prime Treasure.
You think they're using a cruise ship to smuggle stuff?
This is no good. If so, we need to find Keith, and quickly.
Right.
Hey, Tim! Tim!
Ja, vad ska jag säga?
Hey,
Jag
Tim!
vet.
Tim!
Vi ses i nästa avsnitt. Ha det gött allihop.
Hey, Tim!
Tja.
Tim!